Hello, Potato, and welcome to day 5 of Heinz Week. So far this week, we've tried the range of Heinz beans. Not all of them, but 4 of them. And for today, I wanted to diverge a little bit from that, while still staying with the Heinz theme. Because while beans means Heinz, Heinz doesn't necessarily mean beans. And today's item is something I find as an American particularly weird. Not because we don't have tinned pastas here in the US, Chef Boyardee has the market pretty well cornered on that, but because I've never, ever seen canned macaroni and cheese, or as this label would have it, macaroni cheese in creamy cheese sauce. Which is also kind of weird. Why is it macaroni cheese, not macaroni and cheese? I want to say I've heard that before with cheese coming out of like British television and stuff, like cauliflower cheese and broccoli cheese. But it's not like they drop that from anything with where it's something and something. It's not fish chips or steak chips or beans toast. It's beans on toast, fish and chips, you know? So I wonder why it's macaroni cheese, not macaroni and cheese. So macaroni and cheese, for I think for most Americans, we're used to the box stuff, the Kraft macaroni and cheese out of the box. And I have never been a huge fan of that because I like a good saucy macaroni and cheese. For me, kind of the gold standard of convenience macaroni and cheese isn't the stuff out of the box. Although some of the newer ones, the new ones that come with the liquid cheese sauces and not the powder, are better. But for me, the standard has always been Stouffer's microwave macaroni and cheese. And I said, looking at the packaging, this looks like it may be somewhat similar to that. Stouffer's mac and cheese has always been very saucy, and it's hard to make without burning, but at least it used to be. I guess it's not so much anymore. But I'm really hoping this will be similar to that, but see, it sounds very liquid in there. So I'm hoping it's going to be very, very saucy and not just mostly pasta with a thin coating of cheese on it, or indeed, as most homemade macaroni and cheese is, pasta with all the calories of cheese and none of the flavor. So let's see what that say. Good pasta, good times, and ain't we lucky we got 'em. The secret to this creamy pasta is, you might have guessed it, the cheese. We add a touch of mild buttery cheddar and, oops, guess it's not a secret anymore. Well, so sounds like it'll be saucy. And of course all the usual stuff, microwave, make it on the hob. Ingredients, 39% macaroni, water, durum wheat semolina, water, skimmed milk, cheddar cheese, 3% contains milk, reduced fat cheese, 2% contains milk, corn flour flavoring contains milk. So you're saying is my macaroni cheese contains milk. Modified corn flour, rapeseed oil, mustard, salt, stabilizer. I'll get some bigger words here now. Polyphosphates and sodium phosphates, sugar color, beta-carotene, may contain egg. All right, so I'm interested. I mean, I've been interested in all of them this week, haven't I? But I'm interested in this one. Obviously, I'm not going to make macaroni and cheese toast. That would be stupid. We're just going to have macaroni and cheese like in a bowl or something. But let's crack it open and see what it looks like. Well, actually, calories. What are calories? 170, which I think is pretty in line with our other ones here. 100, yeah. Beans curry were 180. Beans chili was 170. So pretty in line with our beans offerings. Although I'm sure much less on the protein and much greater on the carbs. But still, not awful. All right, let's crack it open. Lift fully. Turn. Open gently. And that looks like a... Well, it's definitely going to be saucy, isn't it? Yeah, I can see some noodles pushing against the surface there. Definitely going to be saucy. All right, let's see if we can spear a little bit of it to try cold, because that's what we do with these things. Come back here. Yeah, it looks kind of like your kind of elbow macaroni like Stouffer's uses for their mac and cheese. So I am pleased already. Smells very cheesy. Doesn't taste as cheesy as it smells. But it's not bad. I mean, you probably aren't really supposed to eat it cold, are you? So I guess let me go put it on the hob, and we'll heat it up, and we'll come back and try Heinz macaroni cheese in a creamy cheese sauce. So if it was Heinz macaroni cheese in a beefy beef sauce, that would just be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Right, so there it is, our cooked macaroni cheese. Now, I said at the beginning of this, I like my macaroni cheese saucy, but this may be a little extreme. I almost feel like this should be classified as a soup. There's a ton of sauce here. Like, I mean, this certainly puts Stouffer's to shame. But how does it taste? Heat it up. I feel like I probably should have brought a spoon with as much sauce as there is here. All right. Very different from any macaroni cheese I've ever had, or macaroni and cheese. I don't need to get into that. Very different than any macaroni and cheese I've ever had. I think a lot of it comes down to salt. I think we add a lot of extra salt to our macaroni and cheese here. I want to say, you know, the stuff out of the box tends to be very high in sodium, and this half a can has 6% of your sodium for the day, 150 milligrams, which is, you know, not nothing, but if you eat the whole tin, that's 12% of your daily salt. That's, you know, certainly less than, say, a packet of ramen, and I'm sure less than a packet of macaroni and cheese. You know, let me go and look. I think we have some. Let me go check. So I don't believe we have any of the, like, boxed Kraft mac and cheese, like your basic blue box stuff, but we do have this. Cracker Barrel. This is one of the nicer ones that comes with the like actual cheese sauce, not the powder. So I do prefer this to your normal blue box Kraft. Kraft makes one of these too. Let's see. So calories from this for one serving is 320, and one serving is 35% of your sodium. So that's probably why this tastes a lot more flavorful to me than, say, this does. It's just, there's a lack of added salt. Also, this is considerably saucier. This comes with a decent amount of sauce. If you eat it when it's hot, it just kind of turns to gel if you let it cool off. But I mean, yeah, this is just massively, massively salty. And this isn't. And I'm sure that is why the flavor tastes weaker to me, is that I'm used to things with a lot more salt in it in my mac and cheese. But it's not bad. It's not something I think I would necessarily get again. It's kind of weird. It's not bad. It's just kind of weird. Just the cheese flavor is very, very subtle, and there's a aftertaste I can't quite place. And there's nothing on the ingredients list that I guess it could be the mustard. I don't know. Maybe it's the type of cheddar cheese they're using. I don't know. I do personally like a nice sharp cheddar, so maybe it's more of a mild cheddar they're using, and that just tastes a little weird to me too. But it's not bad. It's a nice deviation from beans on toast. But this is supposed to be 2 servings. And again, maybe it's just, you know, I'm used to like American portion sizes. But that on its own doesn't seem like a meal. And frankly, calorie-wise, this whole can would be, what, 340? Which doesn't seem like a huge meal to me either. But again, maybe the intent is that you eat this with something, like you're going to have this with a sandwich or some sort of protein. Because protein on this, what, per serving? Oh, it's so tiny, it's less than 7 grams. So, I mean, so less than 14 grams for the whole bowl there. But it's not bad. I'm going to say it's not as satisfying as the beans have been, and I suspect it won't be as filling as the beans were. But I'm glad I tried it. I don't know that I would necessarily try it again, but I'm glad I tried it. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me try it. If you did, please give the video a like, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring the bell so you see when I post future videos. So, normally when I do these theme weeks, Friday's the end of it, but that's not the case this time. We have one more day of Heinz to come. We're going to take a break tomorrow, because tomorrow's Weekend Magic. And I've got lots of things in there for you to watch if you are so inclined. I'll give you a spoiler, it's mostly Funko Pops. But on Sunday, we're going to have a face-off between another Heinz tinned pasta and their American counterparts. So come back for that, and we'll see truly how Heinz pasta stacks up to American canned pastas. Hope I'll see you in the next video.